Welcome to the Entrepreneurial Student podcast. Yeah, did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very tough word to say. Entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial. Yonke le nto.
Even egama nje kunzima nje
Yabo? At least angikho ngedwa. Yeah. Welcome Sisi. Please just nje. Who are you? Usukapi? The basics, ne? Khona abantu bezokwazi. And mhlawumbe just to give you a brief understanding of what we're trying to do is educate abantu who are usually or most in the university space, who are trying to balance the books with the passion or trying to find themselves. So this platform is for that. It's trying to educate them based on our mistakes or our doings, because as entrepreneurs we learn as we do. Just a brief name and banbani so that I can start with you.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Asanda DEPPA. I'm from Cape Town. But I've been in many places. Hey.
You're a university.
Yeah. Okay. Well, completed my high school in Tata, and after Tata, I went to Joburg to do my modeling career.
Yeah.
And things didn't really go that well, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to go back to school. Then I came to PE to do my, to complete my studies. You know?
All right. No.
So, yeah.
I will get in. Ne?
Yeah.
So you'll actually cover your background as I answer the questions. Ne?
Sure.
There's a lady that I usually meet. And this lady asks me, it's not even a question, it's a request. Ati, a penny for your thoughts. It's actually some sort of an English way of saying, please give me some wisdom. Simple, brief, every day. So I always have to provide her with some sort of wisdom.
Yeah.
So mhlawumbe nje wena mangathi nje a penny for your thoughts randomly but wisdom wise, what would you say?
I would say, do it. Don't give up until you get it right. You're going to get it wrong for the first time and second time, but continue doing it until you get it right. No one's going to do it for you.
No, those are profound because they're actually opposite of what people usually do. What they do is the thinking. They think more about the doing than they end up not doing.
Yeah.
Then the time runs out.
Yeah.
And they have these regrets, none. So how did you find yourself doing?
I find myself doing, I don't take failure as a failure.
Yeah.
I take failure as a learning curve. So once I fail, I always reflect, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
You know, and then always ask people that are in advance, people that have been in the road, you know.
Been in the game.
You know. Kune master games, being honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, most izinto abantu bebekhe bazenza, you know. You need to check those people. Baqale njani, what were the challenges, you know, and we learn from them. We learn from mistakes abanye abantu, you know, to become a better person yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Nyagozo, and it covers a very significant point of going to the genesis of things, the beginning of things. Yeah. Most people want to hash this thing at the top, and not go back as to how did it come about. So njenganawe ngasho ukuthi you are umuntu who's already on the go. There are people who are watching this that are going to be referring to you as the person with thick skin and already covered the ground. Simple lessons when it comes to failure, because you've already alluded to failure. You don't see failure as failure itself, but as a learning curve. Imaphi mhlambe ama situations engathi they showed this is supposed to be addressed as failure, but I took that and flipped it to a lesson.
You know, when you start a business or when you're an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to control your emotions.
Yeah.
You know, because most of the time I feel like the emotions can get the best of you. You know, you sometimes the suppliers, you know, you order something, you know, and you need to trust, you know, because ayincedi into ongamthembi umuntu. If you want to get things done, gave it a benefit of a doubt, just trust ukuba okay izawufika lento and you order, because now I have trust in suppliers because now I'm actually expecting for the customers to trust me, when you sell things. And being honest with you, most of my customers are people from online, people that had never even seen me before, but they take chances with me, especially that it has to do with the skin. Skin is very sensitive for a person to trust you.
You can't just open up to...
Exactly. And what if something would happen to your skin? Uzonkonfront up, uzonfumana up. So I have learned to trust. I've learned to trust that things will work. I'm always positive. I'm a positive person. And that's what I also want from people, from clients or customers. When they have to buy the product, because I know now I'm like that. I want to or whatsoever. But I always pray and I trust the product that it worked for me. Why shouldn't it work for you? I know there are skin types that are like as stubborn in a way.
Yeah, very stubborn.
They're very stubborn, but I would say sort of in a way, but I think I've found a product that it suits for almost zonke skin types.
It's
so
like
that's why when I
for
sell
zonke
it,
type.
So when I sell my product, I sell it with confidence. I know it's gonna work. It might not work within 4 weeks because reviews 4 weeks. It might take you 2 months, but I know at some point it's gonna work and you will definitely see results.
So mhlambe ngisho ukuthi i-failure uyibamba ingakenzeki in a sense yokuthi you allow the process mawuthi you know that the results are coming.
Just
I'm a positive
in a way person.
Stay longer. No, ngiyakuzwa mfethu, ngiyakuzwa. And you find that entrepreneurship doesn't only draw to the products you make. It has to do with a lot about you, the person. How do you carve yourself or work on yourself to be able to carry the product where you want it to go?
I won't lie. This business has changed me personally and thinking, You have to be calm when you're dealing with people, iyachinja ikwenza omnye umuntu ubona izinto different, So I always put myself esihlangwini zomuntu, but okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Anyway, it might be a different story, somewhere, but I always put myself esihlangwini sakho, understanding and all that.
But Leondo, don't you see it as something angazi ngayibeka kanjani, but what I started noticing since I'm in business, I tolerate a lot of mediocrity just because I understand. This guy maybe still starting yonke leyanto. How do you deal ngaleyo nto ukuthi as much as, let's say mhlambe you want to follow the support the black notion, but the quality is actually not who I am, so how do you differentiate you understanding and actually getting what you want?
I don't know how many times I've dealt with that quality, when I started the business, it happened with printouts, the stickers. I received because I was supporting a black business, and I won't lie, I was not happy, with the quality. It was really bad, But azange ndifune ukumthafisa. Do you get me? As much as there was a loss for me, I had to go somewhere else to print somewhere else. And nam ndayithatha ngalaa nto into yobana mhlambi I want something better, but la quality iba right for omnye umuntu, I would say it goes with the standard sometimes. The standard that you set for yourself, So I respect him, for the quality that he is using. For the fact that people still keep going to him. That means there are people who are happy with that. I never criticize or even give a bad review because I was not happy. I just kept looking, but getting it out that would make me happy or give me what I want in terms of the quality that I was looking for.
That's a very interesting way to look at it, because you find that people are quick to bash. cancel culture, cancel that person. Like, guys, do you even care ukuthi this product or manual is for you? Number one, before you bashing. Mhlambe fethu, to take you back, there's an incident mhlambe la uke wakhuluma khona uthi you went to is it Joburg or
Yeah, Joburg.
to be a model.
Yeah.
How does that come about? Ukuba a model.
Ndikhule ndiyithanda modeling online. I loved spotlight. I loved fashion. You know.
Yeah.
So after grade 12, I was kind of confused, not so sure about career, what I want to do, you know.
Yeah.
So my family allowed me, you know, to have a year to decide, and that's when I decided to go to Joburg for modeling.
Bantu abamnyama igap year ikhona le nto.
Ayikho, but you know, as umzali my mom is a very supportive parent who will give you what you want, your heart desires, you know. So that's what she did. She allowed me and she supported the dream, you know. And I'm really grateful for that. But she didn't hold me back, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you good?
Ay egoli. Kwabheda egoli ngabuya, you know. I came back home. Like, ma, I'm grateful. Joburg, but it's not what I thought, you know.
We have the quote ethi winners never quit and losers angazi, but uyazi iquote kanjalo uthi quitters never win. Yeah, quitters never win and winners never quit. So when do you decide ukuthi no, let me count my losses and go back home, or let me count my losses and start another business, or where do I count my losses and change course?
Okay. So what happened is, at Joburg, I would say I created a signature for myself. You know, I was very surprised that when I came back home, you know, that's when I started getting gigs. You know, being booked, even being approached by agencies, and I was like, "Hi, bo."
Where are they approaching you now?
When I was already home.
They are reaching you online or back at home?
No, they were reaching me online.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm like, hi, bo. I'm like, man, we saw you. You know, we saw you in this photo shoot. We saw you in this fashion show. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, but bengilapho guys, I don't use it.
You didn't stay long.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey.
Yes, you know. So, I would say whatever that you do, give your utmost best. You know, because that's what I did. I gave it my best shot. You know, and I'm like, okay, it's quiet. And then and we like, it was just a few months down the line. That's when I was starting to get gigs and all that, you know. So as much as I felt I was disappointed and I failed myself, you know, but receiving those bookings, calls and all those things, you know, I got to see things different, that, you know what, I did well, you know.
Faith, these are lessons. You understand? Somebody's going through this. Somebody is just moving into Joburg. Manje, uyangena uthi uzomodelisha. Yabo. Angazi Faith, what can you give that person with exe? What you think about, you are right. But now, how do you navigate that space? Because Faith, coming, looking at an entrepreneurial perspective, I know the shenanigans, I know the dodgy side of things, and once even being a model, I could see with you, is this how people behave? What are the cautions? We say, guys, 1, 2, and 3, make sure.
Yes, Joburg, it's a city of gold. It's full of everything, you know. Yonke into ifunayo uzoyifumana eJoburg, I won't lie.
Everything
kuyaphandwa, you know. Kulapho amaphupha ethu sicimba khona, you know. Kulapho, you know, uye eJoburg uyofizikisa amaphupha ne. It's either uyawakha amaphupha akho ayachabalala eJoburg. Yebo. So I would say to whoever kuba nomuntu neminqweno yokubheka eJoburg, please have a backup plan. Okwesibini, research, you know. Google those agencies before uye. Ungafani nami nana eJoburg ngiyofambula ngafika eJoburg, I'm like, you know what, ngizozama ngizoyenza lento. I don't know how many times I got robbed. Like ndifike endaweni, I'm like, this building does not even exist. You know, I don't know how I could kuba I'm like, ndisine njani apha ngenonenzekele, you know. sometimes being approached by fake agents, you know. I'm like, totally,
It's very shady.
it sounds so African, you know. So because of desperate, you know, you're hungry, you know, you see yourself there.
Yeah.
Please calm down. Like,
Relax.
do research, guys. You do research. There's a lot of things happening, especially to abantu ababhinqileyo, you know,
Yeah.
human trafficking and all
Yeah.
those things. So all I can say is that be careful. Come on, make sure ukuthi uyenze research yakho, because ungayijobhe ukuzibone so ngene kwenye into uyabo ngenxa yamaphupho angafizikiyo.
Sure.
Because uhambe ungena plan, you know.
And the part that we are touching in research, I think people always misjudge chasing your passion.
Yeah.
They want to dwell on the passion side. Ngifake stage,
Yeah.
ngizokumodelela, ngibeke phambi kwecamera, ngizopose. But you'll find that there's the behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes is what makes your life. You understand? Your life is 90% behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And just that mere percentage is on the forefront. Mhlampe looking at Joburg and PE. What are the things about man, here in PE, this is 1, 2, 3 that I came here for, that are not really there, yabo. As a benefit, and maybe for people who are in a city like PE, yabo, who are looking down upon a city and they want to chase the outside. No, guys, I'm coming from there. I tell you, I kid you not, this is a benefit because you have it here, or you still have it here.
Yeah. I mean, we kubona ngokwesi social network siyayiuser, like kakula would say we use it correctly, you know. So ngizinto abantu get to be recognized from TikToks, Instagram, Facebook, you know. So I would say start there, market yourself before uye kwezindawo. Ukubani, like as I told you, dabuya, I was not a Joburg when I could get the gigs. Like I was not.
And mhlambe bungenayo ngisho idatha.
Exactly. And email ngibone after a week. I'm like, what? All right, you know. So akubalekile nduxelele uya endaweni for uyo zamalondo, you know. If it's yours, it'll find you. I always say this, if it's yours, it's meant for you. It's going to seek you. It's going to find you wherever you are, you know. Now that's me. Believe alone would say, no, if it's mine, it's going to find me, you know. Like as I've said, I use social networks to market my business, you know. And I have most clients and buyers from social networks. I can't need the form now to go to Joburg.
And even in the time that we are given in, like it's very beneficial.
Exactly. I can't need the payana for your business, you know, no, or to grow.
Just to spice things up a bit. Back in the days, people used to do things from a passion perspective. It's like mhlampe ucula, for example. Like they sang because singing like high. Because philisa nani like ngokomoya more than the financial side, but now you find that people are willing to do anything for the money, and whatever they are doing from a passion perspective ends up not being done fully because the money is not coming. Mhlambe, what's your take on the topic of imali and how it's being used?
You know, I would say do what you love mostly. Yes, being honest with you. I'll join imali. Imali izamva, you know?
Yeah.
And iyazenzekela. And there's ngabanye abantu, but I'm gonna talk about me. I used to post face tutorials, you know, before
I'm a face
tutorials.
Oh,
you know?
okay. So I'm a
skincare tutorials, you know.
All right.
How I wash, what I use to wash my face, you know, and people notice, but I'm not using the well-known brands or the usual brands that Abbas Bonai.
Yeah.
So this other friend on Facebook on my story comment about you don't learn, you know. And I'm using this. Yeah, when these are things that I'm using. I was like, yo, do you mind? Undenzele. ndithi yo qaphela funeke ngondithengele wena ndikwenze
ungenzele in a sense of umhlanganisele
ndimhlanganisele because uyebuza uyenze ngantoni and I started counting manenze ngaleyo naleyo I was like this is a lot of work yeah ngicela undenzele ndiza kuthumelela imali. I'm like okay cool, no problem. Ndamenzela ndamthumelela, and after like 2 weeks hayibo sana this thing it's good, yes. Why ungenza business vele? I'm like so ayicela ba please do ngicela unenzelenge uyayibona I'll pay you this time uyabo. I'm like hayi nginami sengikhathele. I'm like okay why not ngibhatali uyabona. So I was like I'm not even sure. I'm like how much are you willing to pay me uyabona. So I was like okay fine, how about this? I'm like okay cool, not bad uyabona. And ngayibona ngondiyenzayo le nto, and now I was doing it for money, I started seeing differently, I'm like I'm enjoying it, and when ndayibona imali nayo iyenza ubhatalo, but yazi into uyenza uvuyile and you excited.
Noma uyayithengela le nto, you can even take videos.
Uyabona?
Ngiyashopisha.
Uyabo?
Yonke le yanto.
So I'm like, hey man, I actually like what I'm doing, I'm enjoying it. I don't have hobbies as needs, but I don't mind spending my day here doing this and
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the fact that is usually like downplayed, in a sense, the people end up asking you questions. Is it what do you do when you are like what do you do for fun?
Time.
On your spare time, guys. This is my spare time. Like this is what I do, and it excites me from the core. Like I understand.
Yeah,
so manje, the money element, you'll find that people are trying to be technical about money. Technical in a sense, you invoice first, yabo yonke le yanto. How are you with the formality side of your money? Because so conceal with I can make it, but now investing is another topic.
Yeah.
Writing down my transaction is another topic.
So yazi indaba yemali shame andifuna uxoxa iyadidisa sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
And if une strategy indaba yemali, you need to know how to use money. Kuba ne keep track ukuba imali uyisebenzisa kwintoni na uyabo. So I won't lie, yabona the first time first time since the business andifuna uxoxa it failed. I think I even used the profit. That was a bad thing ever. Because imali ndiyenzile, but I didn't keep track of receipt nine uyayibona. So I think it's very wise to keep track of imali, how you use it and when to use it.
It's like telling your story through the financial side. I think that's where we really played low as entrepreneurs. We get too carried away and too excited. Because the moment you structure your finances, you put them on record. We are about, now I need an accountant. Oh, this accountant is shade. Oh, now I need a lawyer. Hey, this lawyer is shade. Hey, now I need insurance. And it gets more deeper. As an entrepreneur, it also draws on the instincts. Before seven nomuntu. My instincts are how strong are they? Like do you rely on being guided by energies that are beyond what people can see?
Jozi, I'm still new in the business. In friendship, I'm still new. It's a learning curve for me. I always ask advices from people that have been in the game before. Okwangoku yonke into ndiyazenzela, bookkeeping yonke into, ngiyazenzela, deliveries whatsoever ngiyenza ngokunokwami uyayibona. But I believe ixesha xa lihamba in a business ikhula, I'll definitely have those people that like take care of my bookings and all that.
Your
because,
issues.
Uyabona, I believe that's how business ikhula ngakhona. Uyabona, not being greedy. Uba yonke into ufuna uyenza ngokunokwakho, I'm not going to be able. Uyayibona, andizokwazi i-orders ngapha niyadeliverisha ngapha. I am actually doing the product by myself. Uyayibona, it's a lot of work. Andifuna ukuxoxa, it's a lot of work ngoku, like incinci. Uyabona, it's draining. Sometimes I work overnight. Uyayibona, dingalali because I have orders abantu, and I don't want to, disappoint them. Can I do it some other time, I keep my word. If I said tomorrow then, So I believe it's especially any business I am going to have abantu abazancedisa,
And uyayibona lento ukuthi mfethu, as much as it started as a playful thing, it's actually something that is so big that it wants to live, but it wants to live through you.
Yeah.
Yabo. Mhlambe for umuntu who is kind of mhlambe searching for something, yabo, what would you say must pay attention to?
Pay attention to what you do best, what you're good at.
Yeah.
Akho ndibalekile ngale uzazi wena, you know. Lento uthandayo, you know. People singabantu asifani. There's people who fall in love with music, abanye with clothes, you know. Awukwazi uvele fall in love with clothes and yet you're not fashionist by kubani ikhona lo umbona umuntu athengisa impahla uqonda ba no man you can tell, yabo.
Yeah.
Same applies with umuntu artist. Uyalibona nje lizihambe lapha ba lo li artist, you know. So do something that you are good at, that you feel in love with it. Kuba into enjoy yayo to do, because if you enjoy, you want like uve kabuhlungu xa izinto zingahambi wrong.
Like if you're not making the money but you are still making
the because uyayazi ukuthi njengane mamela uyenza kwakho lento about 2 or 3 people abakunike reviews ngento yenzayo kubona ba I love your work. Mna that keeps me going. The reviews, they keep me going. I won't lie. At first I wanted to stop because I'm like no, I think they're not too excited up mandiyeke ngoku uyabona, but the reviews zabantu uyabona they kept me going.
And uyabona ukuthi now I have a greater responsibility. I thought I was accounting to myself, but now I'm accounting to a bigger audience,
you know. Yeah.
So mhlambe nje mangakubuza ukuthi would you say you are an operational person or you are a strategist?
Well, I'm an operational person, I would say so.
So you're practical.
Yeah.
Into awulokhu uyimassage la inhloko. You get to the doing.
Yeah, that's
and the doing does the talking.
Yeah.
No, like siyabonga kakhulu. This has been a great interview. Kodwa ke ngesikuvumela ukuthi uhambe ama products akho ngakasichazile. So please mhlambe tell us more about these products.
Okay. So this is a combo package, but you can actually buy like single ilos, you know. But I always advise people, especially if ever ngiyabona ukuthi skin sakho si bad, you know, une dark spots and ziningi futhi. You need to buy a package and see ubani zakuthatha njani, because it's like 250 this whole package. There's a facial scrub, a luxury scrub. I call it luxury scrub. The reason it's called luxury scrub, it's because inento yonke that is rich for skin, of which it's organic. My brand, it's organic. I don't believe in chemicals. Yonke la ndibona phakela box into ezoyithola kitchen yakho.
Really?
I promise you.
Imag, does it matter I'm a guy or I'm a female?
No, ngeze skin zonke bhuti wami. Doesn't matter. All skin types. There's no gender.
This is dope. And the name is Sophisticated Glow.
Yeah.
Why sophisticated?
Because
but yet so simple.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Yeah.
It is the result, you know. You know, when you overcome something that was an obstacle to you.
Yeah.
You know, it is as much as it looks simple, but the things that it's doing to the skin, it does wonders, you know. And according to that it restores the confidence. According to doing at confidence. You know, having a terrible skin, it can destroy your confidence, you know. Because at some point the skin sample doesn't get correct. That's how I knew about the product. Yeah, but and a band you might see skin sample writing go, but they don't know the struggle. The
journey you had to go through.
Exactly,
to
the
get
journey.
To this point.
Because the product I tried the well-known products. They did not work for me. It was bad because I had to keep on a cap. Because my forehead had dark spots.
And yet so exposed part of the
exactly. And imagine even if I can't have a cap on. You know, and I'm like, you have no idea the things that I'm trying on my skin right now and they're not working for me. Yeah. So my mother, if something you can eat it, ne? That means you can also apply it on your skin. But remember, you are what you eat. Yeah, So I remember she makes the honey, she makes the brown sugar, she makes a lot. I'm not gonna count my ingredients. I want people to steal my ingredients.
This thing is copywritten. Yeah.
But everything that is there, it is organic and izinto that ungazifumana kitchen yakho. Yeah, but there's a lot, including spices that are organic for the kitchen. And I was surprised. They did work for me.
Simple.
I promise you. It's not just literally simple, but
yeah. Simple because it's sophisticated, because the results. Mina mangibuka izinto that you put in. Are simple things.
Very simple.
But just because they are like the way mhlambe sihlanganisa ngayo. Give out a product that is kinda sophisticated. Not kinda sophisticated. I hear you mentioning umama.
Yeah.
Involvement in this whole process, how was it?
Oh, my mother played a big role, because if Bentinako, I would have named my product after her name, you know. But she udlalile shame, you know. Keep saying, I'd say perish amaxolo ezambane. I'd try them on. So I blend and would apply on the skin and see bakwenza kantoni. I promise you, tomato, we would do that and see. But I had to sit down, do the research. Ihlala for how long le nto xa yenziwe? Because imagine, xa uzokwenza iproduct ukuthengisela amazambane, ablendiweyo, how long are they going to last? Do you get me? So you need to find something that is I'm saying vitamins or nutrients or whatever that you're using for your product, so that it can last longer. Because okay, it's actually lasting longer. It can last for a month and all that. Even though at that time SISANDA is a paste, because Dantlangani is trying to get his skin right.
Uma wakho wenza lento enziwa abantwana mos. Like when you see kids playing out there, they are divinizing izinto, yabo. And you find all the people mhlambe beba chase away or beba qhwaba.
Yeah.
The very same process is the very same process eni-sebenzisi.
Yeah.
Let's try this out.
Yeah.
I think, guys, we need to listen to kids, basically. Because that's what I see what your mama did. She went back to her kiddie days.
Yeah.
And created something from wisdom.
Exactly.
Yeah, how important is nature to you?
Very important. I love nature.
Yeah.
Nature, I always say beyond, you know. I'm like, I can use this. This can be something good, you know. There's life in nature, you know. It gives life itself. Now I live around nature. It gives me peace of mind. You
find that since you've built these sophisticated things, these buildings, we tend to run away from nature.
Yeah.
Kanti nature njengobusho, it's a full-blown life system.
Yeah.
But now we end up being confused by lezi zinto lezi. Do you meditate or? A lot. Would you say that's your superpower, or what calms you down?
It is nature, yes.
Yeah.
It is. It calms me down, seriously.
I
walk. I love
take
hiking.
walks, ne?
Yeah. Hiking. You know, like those forest trails, I enjoy them. You know, mountain hiking, I love them. You know, I always challenge myself, when hiking, you always reach to the point whereby you get to see the view. You know, along the way, we are getting
everything. Up there, yeah.
But getting up there, you forget of the struggle. What you see is the view. You know, I won't lie, right now, because I don't have equipment, I don't have so much, I'm using small things, you know. I don't have the machines to actually blend everything together, you know. I'm using the muffin mixer to actually do the creams, the whipped creams and don, you know. And the bowls are so small. So I'm only managing to do 5 containers. You know?
And
yeah. But you know, when it's done, it's in that package, I get to see all my hard work and I'm like, this is amazing, this is beautiful. You know, I forget all the struggle that I went through. Yeah, but
I think I won't push like the question in nature. I strongly believe the pace of nature is the ideal pace.
Yeah.
It's slow, it's relaxed, it's it's gradual, man. Yabo.
Yeah.
And now we're like putting it into your products. It allows you to be nice patience. Because being in business requires you to be so patient.
I agree with
Meditating, for example. Ukuthula for 10 minutes. Uhleli wedwa, for example. Let's say we are begin, we shout 10 minutes. It requires you to be quiet. Do you know how painful it is to be quiet?
Yes, yes.
Yabo.
And yet there's a lot to say.
Yabo.
Yeah. But it's good to keep quiet, you know. You think, you know, before. Like it's same, let's say mhlambe ufumana them a complaint, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, now abantu banjani, you know. I don't like this, this, that. Oh, let's say this delivery fike ibethekile or what, you know. I don't quickly respond. I keep quiet. I'm like, I find a way to respond to you because and I would love you to buy again, you know. So
I wanna keep you.
Yeah, you know, and I need you to make you understand, Bana, it's not my fault. I tried my best to make sure that. Yeah, you know, I can't say blame the delivery people. No, we are one. But I will try not to put a fault to anyone, you know, but just apologize. You know, saying sorry sometimes you change the whole mood. Dambo moy.
I appreciate these words. Like they go straight to my heart. Because they are yet so simple, but they do so much.
Yeah.
Getting a complaint, it's a small phrase that I use. Faga umoya ekhanda. The moment you breathe, you actually, it's like you open another avenue of yourself, or you open another energy that is taking care of the situation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to call you the sophisticated queen. Again, busy on floor. Siyakubongela for whatever that you are doing so far, and everything that is in your brains may it come out to life. Abantu get to experience. In closing, the words that must stick to people's minds. Angati.
I'm going to say this again. Whatever that you're doing, don't stop doing it. Do it until you get it right. Because no one is going to do it for you.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you.
Thank you.